Hello, we are going live. Today we're going to be talking about something that is kind of a little bit of a secret strategy. And the reason that it's secret really has more to do with the fact that nobody's talking about it right now. So we're going to be talking about kind of a little passive strategy with Tron. And I think it's ironic because what we're going to be talking about is really and truly it's made even more viable by the new news. The news is going to be coming out. So as you come in, be sure to smash that like button. Say hello. We're going to be getting started here in a moment. First of all, let me just say welcome. We're going to be talking about a brand new DApp that basically no one's talking about. Well, they're not talking. I'm sorry. It's an old DApp with a new strategy that no one's talking about. So once you come in, just say hello, smash that like button. Let's get ready to start. Carlos, hello, how's it going? Salas, Carlos, however you say that. Welcome. What is this, Thursday afternoon? Thursday afternoon, kind of an odd time, I guess, to go live. But I'm actually traveling right now. I'm in a hotel, and I just figured it's a little bit easier to go live than it was just to do a recording, render it, and upload it, and all that stuff. So I'm actually traveling, and I've got something. I'm going to give it a few minutes to let some more people show up, but I've got something that I want to... I've just discovered this. Like, it is blowing my mind right now. I can't even believe it. Crypto Cash, hello. How are you, Crypto Cash? Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get some awareness out there. Let's push that YouTube algorithm to let people know that we are here. So once you come in, if you do me a favor, smash that like button. I promise I'm going to show you something that really nobody's talking about. Like, nobody's really, I've not seen one video discussing this, and I can't believe it because this is really an old DApp that's doing something pretty extraordinary, at least in Tron. And I love the fact that it's old because there's a lot of stability there. So people aren't even talking about this, and I don't even understand it. Shout out to Nerdy Dude Stuff, who first mentioned this to me in a chat. And, when he first said it, it sounded too good to be true. So I didn't even fully buy into it at first, but he kept coming back saying, hey, this is looking right, this is looking accurate. And then I looked at what he was telling me, and then I started looking around, kind of doing my own investigations, kind of crunching the math. Those of you that follow my channel, you know that I like to crunch the math a little bit. I like to try to, and I'm not even a mathematician, but I like to try to look at things and see what's going on. Crypto Cash, you're a Tron god. Crypto Cash says, yes, 1 million Tron. Hope Sunday is going to be worth something. Well, the next bull market is going to be worth something. That's for sure. Hey, if for any reason you're not subscribed to this channel, speaking of 1 million Tron, I've actually got a video that I'm hoping to get out next week talking about, I'm going to be talking about my 3 favorite altcoins outside of Bitcoin, my 3 favorite cryptos for 2020. And I'm really excited because I think these three cryptos in general have the potential to really create an enormous amount of wealth as they go up in the next bull market. I think they have the potential. I think there's the fundamentals there. Of course, not financial advice, obviously. We don't even know what can happen in this space because it is a crazy space. But the 3 that I like personally for myself, and I'm going to explain why in that video. So if you haven't done so already, smash that subscribe button. Also hit that bell notification icon because I'm going to be putting out that video hopefully next week. And I would love to get your thoughts on it because I think some of you, even though I've done a lot of research on these cryptos, I think some of you may have more knowledge than I do. And the thing that I like most about our channel is really coming together and just kind of sharing. I just told somebody, another small YouTuber, I said, listen, I learned so much from my subscribers. Like, those of you who watch my channel, I gotta say thank you so much because I learned so much from you. That even this technique that I'm gonna be showing you here, I ran it past another subscriber before I went live with it just to be like, am I looking at this right? Like, is this correct? So we're gonna be talking about is pretty incredible. So let's do this. Let's get started. Tokyo Moto, hello, welcome. Smash that like button and we're going to go ahead and get started. Let me just pull up a calculator here. You know how I am. I got to have a calculator. All right. Because I could be totally, absolutely 100% wrong here. And if I am, you get to help me figure that out. So here's the thing. The number one issue, does anybody know? Your volume is low. Can you turn up your voice? Oh man, I'm so glad you told me that. I didn't know that was the case. Let me see. Um, test 1 2, test 1 2. Is that better? Let me know if that's better. I'll give it a minute because there's obviously a delay. We'll give it a minute. Let me know, Tokyo Moto, if that's better. If anyone else, let me know. Hey, Shakara, welcome, welcome, welcome. I heard my voice was low. I just adjusted my microphone. You guys can let me know if it's better. Hopefully it's better. All right. We are going to be getting started. So here we go. Let's talk about it. Thank you, Kalis. I know that was quite a delay there. It's about like a 4-minute delay, it feels like, but I appreciate it. Okay, so let's get started. So the number one problem with all dApps when you're trying to earn passive income, and I did an entire video on my channel. You can go back and look for it. And it was in the video, I think it was 5 or 6 videos back. Richard Lee, welcome, welcome. Thank you, Shakara. So one of the things that I talked about was how to profit in dApps. And the most sure way to profit in any of these dApps is basically to come in early, come in hard, come in fast. Like if you know that you want to put, 100,000 Tron or 10,000 Tron or 1,000 Tron into something, then you mine it fast and hard with that, and then ROI. And even though it's going to look like the diff pool's going up and it's getting exciting, then you have to do your best to make certain that you have the discipline to stop while everybody else keeps playing. You can still ROI over the long term like BetFury. I'm still going to ROI in BetFury, and I'm just using them as an example because they're a perfect example on the strategy that we're going to show today, on why the strategy we're going to show today is so much better than what BetFury has going on. So typically what happens is, people stop mining, the miners stop, the players keep playing. If you go into BetFury's Discord, people are still, the site will be down. Isn't that interesting? People are still playing 100%. The players are still here, but BetFury's not doing themselves any favors because they're diluting us like crazy. They're running all these promotions. Let's take a look. They're running these promotions with these little mining bonuses. Let me see if I see them in here. I'm not seeing them right now. It may be everywhere. They just finished up a promotion where they're having these mining bonuses, and they keep doing it. They keep showing all these mining bonuses, and what that happens is it makes it cheaper to mine, but all it does is dilute you, and it puts you in a position where you have to keep playing. And I don't know what this scheduled maintenance is all about. Downtime for 15 minutes, probably going to remove some of these promotions or whatnot. But when you get diluted on a dApp, it's very hard to get to the point that you earn profit. And the idea is to go in hard and fast, profit quickly, do your best not to get greedy, and then soak it for a while. And maybe it goes on forever. Like I'm in profit on Wink right now, and I just get to earn divs. Are the divs high? No, but it's free Tron. It's maybe I should have went in a lot bigger, a lot sooner. But you never know in this space because they're so risky. So the number one issue is dilution, fighting dilution. And on Tron, there's one dApp in particular that does better than all the rest on dilution with their games, and we're going to talk about that. It's on Frags now, and we're going to get to this in a minute. Let me go ahead and tell you, I messed up on Frag early on. If you don't know what Frag is all about, hey, Mind of Tron, welcome. If you don't know what Frag is all about, then it's basically just to keep, in case you're new to the space, it's a deflationary token. It basically means it's a token, and it's a TRC 20 token or whatever Tron token is on the Tron blockchain. So the idea is this: every time you transfer the token, every time you buy or sell the token, 1% is burned. So over time, the supply continues to drop. I think I read somewhere that already 10% or 11% or whatever of the total token supply has already been burned. So the idea is that over time, it becomes more valuable. Now, if you wanted to buy, there's a link by the way, for Frag Token down in the description, but if you wanted to buy it, what you do is you come here to visit DEX. So there's 48 Tron in my wallet right now. I will tell you, because of this strategy, I'm moving over about another $200 worth. But there's 48 Tron in my wallet right now. Tron's going for Frag is going for 5 TRX each. So if I wanted to, I could do 48. I'll I'll do a round number just because. We'll say 40, right? Buy frag. And there we go. I bought frag. So what do we do with this frag token? Well, it goes up in value. When I first heard about frag, I actually owned frag for a while. And if I remember right, I got in at less than 2 TRX. So it's going up quite a bit. So that's in our favor when it comes to being profitable with the DApp. Now I'm going to get to this strategy, so bear with me. And I'm going to go slow, and I'm going to explain this as thoroughly as possible because I missed this. One thing you'll learn about me is when it starts getting super technical and complicated, and I think I have to review it more than 2 or 3 times, it's too complicated for mass adoption. Most people aren't going to take the time to do that much research ever, period. So, I just got I should have these fragged. Let me double check my wallet. I got them. Frag. So I'm just going to check real quick. So I got those 7 frag. Okay. So now I own 7 frag. So I can play any of these dApps. Now here's the interesting thing. I don't have enough frag right now to play these dApps. But actually, let's just look at frag dice for a moment. So you can't mine frag. You can only buy it. You don't mine frag. Catch that. So it's not like BFG tokens on Betfury where you can mine BFE tokens. Redneck Superman, hi all. Welcome. It's not like, do me a favor and smash those likes. Let's push it up. This, I promise you, I'm going to show you something that has the best potential to be able to help you produce profit in the DApp space. So smash that like button. And I've got so many other videos that's really hardcore, meaty content about the best 3 altcoins for 2020, topics like that I want to talk about, but I just felt like this was important. I needed to put this out there. People need to be aware of this. There's so many things that we lose on, and this is something that I think a lot of people can potentially win on. So here's the thing. When you come over here to play dice, you're going to mine it like you would, or attempt to mine it like you would mine any other token. So let's just use round numbers, and you can help me if my math is all wrong. By all means, help me out. So we bet 100 frag hypothetically, just using round numbers, and we're going to bet under. So when you mine, again, I want to recap for people who don't know this. Thank you, Redneck Superman. Thank you, Mind of Tron, for hitting that like button. So when you mine this is different. And what are you mining? You're mining bonds. So bear with me, we'll get to that. And this literally, you're able to play this DApp with an edge in your favor. So we're going to talk about that. So when you mine this, when you mine anything, just to recap in case you don't know how that works, you do the highest possible win percent, which is 95% chance of winning. You want to do 5%, in theory, 5% or less of your bankroll, and you want to basically bet. And you do it over and over and over again. The idea is, statistically, you're going to pay as little as possible for the token that you're mining. But remember, you're going to mine frag. You're going to, quote unquote, play with your frag, but for every 100 frag wagered, you're going to get 3 bonds. Now this is where it gets crazy, so stick with me. We're going to talk about what bonds are in a moment. But, I'll go ahead and tell you this. Every bond is worth 3 Tron with time. So if you understand that, you realize that you have a 95% chance of winning. True house odds means that you should get paid 105 on a win. But instead you get paid 103.68. So that's the house edge. They don't pay you true odds, or otherwise the house does not have an edge against you. So let's just do some math here. You should be paid 105 if you were going to be paid true odds, because you got to make up for that 5% loss rate. But instead you're paid 103.68. So the house edge is essentially 1.32%. But every bond I told you is worth 3 freaking Tron. Every bond is worth 3 Tron. So what does that mean? It means that you're actually paid out more than 105. you're paid out 106.68. So if you, and I'll explain how bonds work in a minute, but if you understand that, is that right? Yeah. So you're literally playing with a 3% edge in your favor as long as your bonds mature. So how does bonds work? Okay, this is where it's going to blow your mind. I'll come back and recap this in a minute. If you have any questions, put them down in the description. Now, the only way this does not work is if somehow people stop playing Frag. Here's the problem with that. Frag is not brand new. The glory days, the hype of Frag is over with. In fact, Frag is coming out with a brand new project called Frag Prime, or Tron Prime, I think, Tron Prime. The developers of Frag are coming out with that. That project's buying in the Frag. I'm going to do a full review of Tron Prime. Spoiler alert, I'm not completely in love with it. And you can count on me, even though I'm talking to you about Frag right now, even though I'm invested in Frag, I don't mind telling you that I don't love everything about Frag. I am not in love with Tron Prime. There's a lot of positives about it. There are some negatives. I will give you the full story the way I see it, and I will try to be as unbiased as possible. So if you want to see that video, be sure to hit that subscribe button. So here's the thing. Let's talk about bonds. So the way bonds work, earn bonds by playing Frag dApps. So you mine bonds by playing the dApps, like the dice game. Each bond matures 1-to-1 in Frag over time via divs from the profits of other dApps. So you get these, when you get the bonds, when you earn those 3 bonds, they mature. So like right now, I've got 20 Frag claim. I got 22 Frag right now. So these 22 Frag that I'm going to claim will go on top of the 7 that I have. We'll claim these. So every time, so right now in the next 24 hours, I'm on track to get 20 more Frag. When I get those 20 Frag, what will happen is I'll lose 20 bonds. So what does it cost me to get the bonds? That's the thing. What does it cost me? So here's the thing. Let's go back and look. How much does it cost to mine dice? There's a 3% edge. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. Let me go back. So the edge is, what did we determine it was? It was 105, because that would be a perfect payout if counting for the 5% loss rate. So if you got paid 105, that's even odds with the house, but instead we're paid 103.68. So it literally costs you 1.32 TRX for every 3 bonds. 3 bonds divide 1.32. I did that wrong. Sorry. 1.32 divide 3. So it's 0.44 per bond. 0.44 per bond. That is unbelievable. Yet every bond matures at 1 TX. So no, here's the thing. This is where you don't get diluted. Understand, because they mature, let's come back. So you mine bonds, just like you would mine typical tokens, but bonds, you don't keep them forever. Once they pay out 1 TRX, they're gone. So let's look at what this looks like. And I'm telling you, I'm moving over some more. I've got some more, a little bit of Bitcoin coming over, and I got some more TRX coming over. I am absolutely going to be mining some more bonds. So right now, 20 Frag is going to get paid out. I said 1-to-1 for TRX. Sorry, 1-to-1 with Frag. So I've been saying TRX and Frag interchangeably. I apologize. So to mine one, I messed it up. So to mine one is 0.2 TRX. 0.44. To mine one bond is 0.44 Frag. But every Frag matures when that 0.44 Frag, every Frag bond matures when it delivers 1 frag. So in other words, if, let's just use round numbers, and let's just assume this 40.46 wasn't there. If tomorrow my divs from the dApps are 20 frag, I will lose 20 bonds. Remember, if I mine those, the cost is 0.44. I just showed you that. But I'm going to earn basically 60% on them, and then they're done. So it's not like BFG tokens. It's not like, you know, the DICE tokens on Wink. It's not like any of those. You only earn 60% right now, or almost 60%. You earn a little over 50% on the token, and then it disappears. So all that means is, as long as it doesn't essentially die, you're going to earn divs on it. You're going to be in profit. No question. I'm on a PC. So, oh, you're talking to someone else, Minotron. I got you. Minotron knows what he's talking about. Just listen to him. And also, go check out his YouTube channel. He has a YouTube channel. Go check out Mind of Tron's YouTube channel. So the whole point is, most of us get screwed, or at least the biggest fear of turning a profit in something like Bet Fury is you just get diluted. And there's no good system to burn the tokens to prevent dilution. With frags, you can only get diluted so far, because once you earn 1 frag for every bond, it's gone. For simplicity's sake, let's just assume every bond costs 0.5 frag. But as soon as you get, so let's see, if I were to come over here to frag dice, for example, I have 30 frag. Let's just, can I bet 10 frag? Oh, I gotta deposit, sorry. Let's deposit 30. So there's my, by the way, see that 1% burn? That's what just happened. So we'll just say bet under. You can auto roll. And you can, of course, just gamble it if you want to, but I wouldn't recommend it. I'm just trying to get as many bonds as I can, as cheap as I can get them. So we'll just hit the roll. Set it for 1 hour. And here we go. And we're literally earning bonds right now. There we go. Made a little frag. There's our game balance. And just let it run. And as it runs, we're going to earn frag. Now, I'm using a 30 frag here with 10 bets. Variance can be extremely high when you're running that small. I have it on auto. Usually if I'm going to have a 10 frag bet, I probably want to have like, I don't know, probably want to have, I mean at minimum 100 frag. At minimum. I'm not even sure what the minimum bet is. But I don't mind betting the 10. I know that even if, you know, variance is variance. And I'm going to be pulling a lot more in over here. This is good stuff. Smash that like button. I appreciate you being here. If you've got any questions, let me know. Mind of Tron, that's a whole nother video. Mind asked me about freezing energy. You definitely want to freeze, but to be very blunt with you, I actually unfreeze some Tron. The first thing I did was use some frozen Tron to put into frag. When I saw this, I was like, my goodness. Why? Because I want more bonds. That's why. I'll do a video. I need to do an updated video on freezing. So let's just stop for a moment. Wait for it to finish up. Oh, frag burns when you play as well? For real? I did not even realize that. That's awesome. I didn't realize that. You can always rent energy too. ladies and gentlemen, I mean, learn how to rent energy. Renting energy is super cheap if you're worried about that. Okay, it's just taking a minute to go through. Here's what I want to go look at. Go back to Frag bonds. See where I'm at. So here I got 4 bonds. So each one of these bonds are going to be worth 4 Frag. Right now, I've made these at a profit. Freeze, freeze. Go through, go through. I'm gonna be out of energy right now, actually. That's probably why I was still dancing around over there. So it's fine. When my energy regenerates, I'll just freeze it over here. But I have not seen anything like this. So these bonds, I've got 2,300 bonds. I'm probably gonna have closer to 10,000 in another day or two. Well, by Monday or Tuesday, I'll have closer to 10,000. And here's the thing: with the new Tron Prime coming, all the attention's coming over here. It's gonna be unbelievable. It's going to be unbelievable. Hey, Tron, that's good. Mine said frag burns when you deposit or roll or withdraw, not when rolling. Oh, yeah, because it's a closed system. You're depositing it. I appreciate it. Oh, boy, Peach says he rents energy because it's very, very cheap. It is very, very cheap. Yep. Hey, Crypto Wealth, I know you love stacking sats with the crypto browser. You're missing out on the Fold app. I've earned 200K sats from shopping at Target, Panera. I've not missed out on that. I've already done a video on that. But I'm not that super thrilled with it, primarily because if I shop online, it's almost exclusively with Amazon. That's the challenge. But I do think it's cool. That's a great app to use. Cordis Crypto. It's a good app to use though, because it definitely, if people will use it. I'm a big fan of everything that gets people to earn crypto for the first time and then be able to withdraw it and use it. I think it's awesome. It's one of the things that I like about Library. The Library token, it's a freaking awesome token just because it's a great way to get people to earn a little bit of crypto. There we have it. This is Frag Bonds. I've not seen anything like it. It's unbelievable. Yes, Mind of Tron, I understood what you meant by that as well. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have right now. Tron Prime's coming out, so there's going to be more attention on Frag. On Frag. And Tron Prime, the first thing they're buying into is going to be Frag and Frag Bond. So it's going to be here for a while. It's not going anywhere. Yes, Mindotron is right. Smash that like button. It's not gonna go anywhere. Frag isn't, and it's been here for like several months already. And that's the thing that I'm like, wow. So there's still good divs. By the way, if you do the math, we're earning like pretty close to 1%. I mean, if you think about the fact that it took to buy all of these, it was basically about 1,300 frag. Well, not quite, 2,300. So what's that going to be? 1,000, 1,150, roughly 1,200 frag to buy these bonds, or to mine these bonds is what it would be. Really less, 0.44 to mine them. Yet tomorrow, as it stands, I'm going to get 20 frag. So if it's 0.44 and I'm going to get 20, I don't know the math on that, but it's pretty close to 1%. I mean, that's pretty nuts. I mean, I don't know of anything else that's doing this, and I don't know of anything else. I mean, this is pretty interesting. The only way that you lose is if people stop playing. Total period. But they have to stop altogether. And here's the thing. Even BetFury, even 888, even what is it? Tron Vegas. Like all those old dApps, people are still playing them to some degree. As long as they're not totally gone, if they didn't exit, there's always a few players playing. And as long as those few players keep playing, as long as there's a core group that likes the project and the platform to play on, and they keep playing it, eventually you're gonna get paid back. And that's what makes it so incredible, in my opinion. That's what makes it so incredible. So I appreciate you watching. By the way, stay tuned. I got so many videos I need to get out. I got a video that I'm putting out about free Bitcoin. I was using. Oh, see that? I was using a script on. I was using a bot on free Bitcoin. Now I'm using a script. It works way better than MazeBot, and I am doing really well. I'm over 600,000 Satoshi on my $200,000 challenge, and so that's going to be incredible. So you don't want to miss that at all. If you want to join Frag Token, smash that like button down in the description. And if you smash the like button, sorry, click on the link down in the description. I just realized I'm late for a meeting. If you want to join Frag Token, you can see a link in the description. If you want to find out more about altcoins to invest in or that I like for 2020, you want to find out about how I'm earning passive cryptocurrency, and if you want to learn how we're able to get wealthy by being early pioneers in the crypto space, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.